It's been a minute though.
It's been a hot minute, so we want to say shout out to everybody. This is going to be a series that we do when we go ahead and watch stuff throughout the week. Maybe an episode, might be a series, and we go ahead and talk about how we feel about it. If you've seen the thumbnail, today we're talking about 3 different things. With 3 different genres actually. One has to do with not an award show, but some like a release ceremony type of thing.
Oh, like an announcement?
Yeah. Announcement, and that's Tudum. One is horror. What we played Last of Us?
Like a drama?
Apocalypse, dramedy. At this point, yes, it is a dramedy for no reason. We'll get into that later.
Dramedy, you feel me? And The Bear, which we also put as
dramedy.
So, if y'all watch these shows, then y'all know what we're going to talk about. If y'all didn't, this actually, I feel like a great place to see what you're going to dive into. And maybe you'll like it, and maybe you won't. We got a lot of things to talk about today. But we did not talk about as that's what The Last of Us is.
You already know, man.
You feel, hey.
He already knows. He gonna
Why?
We gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about
it. Also, if you didn't see Kid Baker, your little character said the same thing you said. So, you feel me? You got your little me down there.
Hey.
You feel me? So, with that being said, I think we should start off on a positive note. Well, first, let's start off with how y'all doing? Doing good. We're doing good. We moving through life. One day at a time.
One day at a time.
I hope that's the same thing for you, Kid Baker, and everybody else watching the shot after. Both that being said, I do want to start on a positive note, so I think we should start off with The Bear.
Yeah!
And
you don't think yours is positive?
No, mine's either positive or just don't care.
Neutral.
Yeah. It's like positive and not really interested.
Or not interested. Yours,
Yeah.
you're
All
actually
positive.
like it because
Factual.
it's all positive.
All positive. And mine probably going to be the quickest, too, though. So.
Yeah.
Also true. Okay.
I
Also
would assume
true.
mine's going to be the quickest. Because I feel like Disney would be
Maybe
maybe the longest. Because you got yours is like an announcement ceremony type shit. So it would be like multiple different
So I'm
things.
hitting a lot of different umbrellas.
But you also have a lot of things you want to talk about with the last one. So it's like,
I gotta figure out how to speed run it because
I got hours worth of talking to do.
I swear. Ooh.
Okay. So for the people who don't know The Bear, please give them a little summary synopsis about.
Man, later on, I'm gonna go with the deep dive detail. No, I'm joking. Alright, so The Bear is it's like a dramedy show based in Chicago about.
Wait, what do you give this out of 10 right now?
10.
10 out of 10?
11.
Clap it
12.
Clap it for it.
And honestly, everybody, every critic and people I be watching, they all give it 9, 10, 8.
So it's really high rated.
It's really high rated.
Yeah.
And it's literally what everybody's been saying. It's literally not it's an intense show, but it's just intense in the right spots. It throws in that little bit of comedy that just leaves you it don't be overdoing the comedy. It throws in that nice little sprinkle of comedy that fits in with the drama. So it makes you it gives you a sign of relief whenever shit gets too intense.
Yeah,
You feel
okay,
me?
yeah.
And it's so perfect. The shit they do, especially in this last in season 2, it's just they really up everything. The quality of the show is so good. They get to travel the world and shit, so you get to see different countries and get to watch how they cook and perform and what they craft and so get to look and see different food. They just do so much with the show in the second season. It's just beautiful. They deep dive into each character. You feel me? Get to know a little bit more about Marcus. Get to know a little more about Sydney. Get to know a little bit more about Bear and his family, their whole family. You get to know more about Tina, the Tina lady.
So
they really going into that shit.
I will say somebody just debated Kid Baker saying it's not more than 8. I just want to let
Who
you
said
know.
that?
Kid Baker.
Kid
Of
Baker?
course.
Man,
Of
get
course.
his weak ass.
Of course, he was more late. But
No,
anyway, I
weak.
do actually want to talk about when you say
He probably get Last of Us a 10.
I don't know.
Now, after saying that first comment,
Yeah, true, though.
I do want to say when you say intense, is the show do a good job in pulling you into the intensity? You
Bro.
feel it.
Bro,
Just
you
as
have
much as
no
they-
idea.
Okay.
You'll be watching that shit at the edge of your seat. Like about to at the season finale, like I can't really say too much. You feel me? I know Disney want to watch it, but like at the season finale, it was such a banger episode, and everything was going so good. Like they had some fuck ups here and there, but everything was going so good. And then you could tell, like at the end of the episode, like shit was going too good. Like it was too good. Like shit was moving too sweet. You was like, nah, they gotta end this shit with something fucked up happening. Like you can feel it too. Like they played on this. Oh, excuse me, I was like spurted. You feel me?
Did you say it?
Spurted.
Spurted. What is that?
I just made it.
Oh,
spurt. Like a
spurt.
You know, like a sprinkler. Spurt.
Okay, cool.
I say it, don't spray it, y'all. But it was like very intense. It was intense. It was like very happy. The music they were playing was like like nice and silly. Like you sitting there, you like this shit is going good. It's a W. It's a W. And the music just cut off. It is doom abrupt end, and I'm alright. Something not right here.
Man.
Like you feel something bad about to happen and shit. But it's just it's such a great show.
Gosh.
And I love the fact that like, cause in season 1. It was mostly just about like the cooking and getting the store running and introducing you to everybody. Yeah. Season 2 was like, now we finna get into like everybody's life. We finna get into like, you feel me? This is what these people do it for. This is what these people tick. You feel me? Like this is how they tick. This is what they do. You feel me? It was just really good. Get to know the cast more. You feel me? It's not like they side characters. You feel me? You get to know them more, and now you feel me? They feel like main characters. I like that a lot. Like I said, I like that they travel. Like I know they go to like Europe. And they go some other places and like show you the food there and shit. And
it's traveling in the season?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's traveling in the season. Okay. You feel me? They traveling.
They really done turned up for season 2. I mean,
they really did.
With season's 4 in the way, I just know they're probably.
I didn't even get through season 3 like that yet. I'm like halfway through season 3 right now, and that shit already turned. It's
crazy.
But season 2 was amazing. In the Christmas episode, oh my goodness, that shit was intense. They had some major actors in the Christmas episode for the season 2. I know like one was Jamie Lynn Spears. I know she plays the mom. That's his mom. It's Jamie Lynn Spears, bro. She does a fantastic job as that. Like, bro, you get to really see how dysfunctional like the house he's coming from, and like how really crazy shit is. And it's nice too because it does kind of give you that vibe of like a straight Chicago household too during this Christmas, like during Christmas time, like how everything can be dysfunctional and everybody's running around, and it's like it gives you that perfect Chicago vibe of like Christmas when everybody comes to visit and shit. It is really great. And you feel me? You get to meet, like, you get to understand more of his family, so it makes you understand him more and like how he acts and why he is the way he is. You know? It's really great. It's just all around just a great show. I really don't think I have any complaints about it.
Wow. With that, since you did mention get to see everybody like life and how they do what the band, who had the most growth in that season?
In season
seeing
2,
how everybody life is from the background.
I'm blanking on his name, but Cousin,
really?
He had the most growth in season 2.
Cause he don't even know.
I know his real name is Ebon, but I can't remember his name in the show. I'm blanking on it.
Richie.
Yeah, thank you. That's what Richie. Yeah, he definitely has the most growth in season 2.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, shit, I know you was talking about earlier because you saw the first episode. You was talking about like
he don't got no. He feel like he got no purpose.
He got no purpose. He find his
turn up.
You'll see. He find his purpose. When I say like I think it was a season finale. It might have been like the second to last episode of the season finale. When I say that, bro, like, this nigga, he was going in. He locked in. Oh, he locked in. No, they was going crazy. Like that nigga really locked in. He travels too. That's what I'm saying. Like, they get to travel. He travels too. The black dude Marcus, he gets to travel. They send Tina out there. She don't really travel. I think she's still in Chicago, but like she goes somewhere to and I can't remember the African dude name. I think he's African. His name is kind of hard to pronounce. It's like Ibizo or Ebezo or something like that. I can't remember his name. But he kind of goes out there. You get to know a little bit more about him and get to see more shit about him. Oh, we got a super chat or something?
Need one. Need one of y'all to watch a K-drama for next week. A K-drama. First of all, thank you for the $2.79.
Thank you, man.
Also, I put a goal saying that if somebody donated $2, I'll stream Friday. So I got stream Friday. I got stream Friday. I'm gonna keep my word. I don't know if it's gonna be Out the Band. It's gonna definitely be on Twitch though, because anything these studios related and TKG will be on the Tubi. But if we do stuff outside of those 2 days, it will be on the Twitch.
On the Twitch.
You know, then obviously like, if it's gaming, I hit y'all up on like Marvel Rights or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
But K-drama, you know what's crazy? You saying that? So there'd be these ads on TikTok that literally have like a whole K-drama episode, and it's an ad, bro. But I be locked in, gang.
Bro.
Like, it be, bro, I swear, I'm sitting there, and it hook you crazy. It'd be like, this dude is a millionaire. But he played as
I've seen those ads.
Yeah, he actually, he made like a regular work so he can marry this girl, so then she can learn the value of wedding, and the mom like paid him off or whatever. But then it'd be so messed up because like mid through, she'll start fucking with this other dude. Like they're married or they're dating, and you fuck with this other dude, and then her two friends was like, yeah, you're nothing compared to this dude. You should just, and he just sitting there like, bro, I can flex on all y'all niggas. So I'm sitting there waiting for him to just throw this money out. But the way, I'm sorry, these are ads. You don't get free ads. Ain't gonna lie, they do be having me. They do be having me, gang. I ain't gonna lie.
He had to go into the K-drama.
Cause, bro, if I can find it, I'll do it.
I would say I do know that feeling because one time I was like laying down going to bed and I put on a YouTube video to fall asleep. Mm-hmm. And I remember they played for the fucking ad. It was a Transformers animated series episode. It was a full 30-minute ad of just the Transformers episode. And I was gonna skip that whole, but then like the theme song was good as fuck, so I'm turning up. I'll skip after the theme song. Turns up. Theme song went off. They talking about Chronotron, boxing Chronotron, Optimus from the solo dolo it. Hold on. Let me see what this is about. They started boxing. I'll just go to sleep to this. It is what it is. I'll just watch this till I fall asleep. Fuck it. Okay. So I know that. Like sometimes they get you with the match.
You, bro.
If it's a full episode or some shit, you be like, let me see what this is about real quick.
But going back to the Bear, you know how like in season 1 they had so many stressful scenes. One of the most stressful scenes that I felt it was when they had the online orders.
Overnight.
They had the online orders overnight, y'all, and they came into like 200 like chickens, like 300 pie. It was just something dumb crazy. And it was like, well, what do we do?
Get to work.
He said, get to work. I'm like, nah, I would be pissed, bro. I'm not. That's like going to Chick-fil-A. Well, this sounds definitely Chick-fil-A. Maybe this dumb, stupid ass order, bro.
They forgot to,
and then they.
There been times where they forgot to turn that shit off overnight before.
Yeah, that's true.
That's happened before. I mean, we just didn't have to make all the food.
Tough luck. Just the people that ordered, I'm like, shit.
Ain't the whole.
Who waking up at 4 a.m. talking about, I can order a Chick-fil-A sandwich?
Knowing damn well.
Come on,
be
gang.
realistic. Be realistic.
You know damn well you're not finna get that food.
Hell no.
We don't even open up to 6 a.m. That's 2 hours.
You feel me?
Like, let's be honest.
Do stream Friday, see if you can stream shows. I will. There's still a lot of good K-dramas and suggestions. Bet that you get. I do remember that. So speaking of, what would be the most? I'm about to say, what would be the most stressful moment in the kitchen of season 2?
I don't know.
Is it a spoiler?
Well, no, one's not. There's 2 scenes that I can't choose between what's the 2 most intense scenes. One's not really a spoiler. One is they have to pass like a test. It's like a fire safety test or whatever. And they cannot get that bitch to work at all. And they already on their 2nd strike. So it's like, if we fail this...
What's up?
You remember at the first episode, they said we got to open the bitch up in like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
They said 18 weeks. It was like from 6 months to 18 weeks or something like that.
It went to 18 months to 6 months in the first episode.
No, they wanted it was 18 months to make the profit. It was 6 months to open up.
Yeah.
But then they said we're going to cut that bitch even shorter.
Yeah,
because we got to open faster.
To make that profit, yeah.
So but it was pretty much saying like if they failed this test, that they wouldn't be able to open up. They would have to wait another month pretty much to even take the test. Damn. So they wouldn't be able to open the doors for another month. And they was getting close. They was like a week away from the deadline. So they was really pushing that hoe. And it was like they got to pass this test. So they was doing everything they could. And shout out Fat, because that boy, he be cooking. He be thinking, you feel me? He figured some shit out.
Okay.
That's all I'll say. So that was another one. There was another intense moment when they was making orders, banging shit out, and this nigga gets locked in the cooler. For the whole rush, nigga. Gets locked in the cooler.
No one looking for. I guess it was they too locked in.
The door broke. The handle broke.
So they couldn't even get this nigga out.
No, literally couldn't even get this nigga out.
That's my worst fear going in any cooler, bro.
Yeah, the handle breaking off. Yeah. So that was also, and it was in the middle of a dinner rush. So Black Sydney, she like looking at shit, and she just looking at the orders just like with overnight. It was just they just shooting out, and she looking at them, and it's like 5 steaks, 5 chickens, 3 this, and then it just started saying, "You're fucked. Get fucked. You're fucked." And that shit low-key had me laughing. Because you can definitely tell like that was exactly her mind.
That's literally what she saw.
That's what she was reading. You're fucked. You're cooked.
It's over.
It's over. GG no reading.
It's up.
Like literally, bro. Hey, I felt that was that last day of played up trying to get that 5-star, and one motherfucker left waiting outside.
We won.
That's so.
We won that. I don't care what y'all say. We won that.
I hate that to this day.
We won that.
One motherfucker ruined our entire restaurant.
And I'm mad because right after Josh, I remember this. He told some. Oh, I did it 3 times. Josh, yeah. Ooh, wait till I see you. Wait till I see you, Josh, bro. Wait till I see you.
Do a test stream. See if you can stream shows.
Mitch! Hey, how you doing?
Girl!
How you doing? Long time no see. Yeah, we're back to streaming every Tuesday and Thursday.
Wait, you have... I have the Dan-a-Dan. I also have the Dan-a-Dan ringtone. It's not the intro though, even though that's a good ringtone. It's it's one of the songs I play in the anime. It's called Paranormal Funk. Usually plays during like the battle scenes. But I have that as a ringtone too. You might hear that.
I love that.
Dude, this is a good song, man. Paranormal Funk. Paranormal Funk.
Any last with the last minute or 2 left? Any last
things to hit upon?
Like, if someone was to watch it, like, what should they expect? Or if you like this, like, how would you describe the bear? Like, if you like this type of thing.
I mean, honestly, I would say if you just like food, you're gonna like the bear. Like, if you like learning about food being made, or you like seeing food being made, if you like just food in general, you feel me? You're gonna like the bear. Not even just food. If you like just like, cause like this season really touched about more than just the food in the kitchen. Like they really touched upfront shit, like about hospitality and dealing with guests and shit. Like so, it's really just like if you've been in the restaurant industry, you want to get in the restaurant industry. You feel me? Like that's a great show to watch because it's really relatable.
Yeah,
I feel like
sure,
it's really relatable.
For sure.
And then obviously the characters, you get to know more about them outside of the cooking and restaurant shit. So you get to relate to them more about that. Like get to know their personal life. You feel me and shit like that. What else? Just be expecting to cry, to laugh, to be angry. Cause I'm telling you, in one episode, I'll say this: the Christmas episode, season 2, I think episode 4.
Yeah.
I remember this shit because it was that was the best episode of the season. I'm telling you, it was the Christmas episode, and that literally makes you feel every emotion, like throughout that episode, bro. It's just so emotional. They had Sarah Paulson, Jamie Lee Spears. Just so many big, like, hella big name actors and actresses in there just killing it. Always, you feel me, doing their thing, and it's just so emotional. It's just strong, and watching that shit was amazing. Definitely a great season to watch. Definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. And shit, if you have seen it, look forward to that season 4 because it come out this month. I know that shit finna be gas.
See, y'all heard it here, folks.
Feel me?
The show is definitely cooking. I'm sorry, but no, clap it up. Good show.
Definitely a banger. I give it 11 out of 10.
Mitch, just go to the we are stop back to music stuff, but we might do here and there on the Twitch on the days that we're not doing Day Studio stuff. So just follow the Twitch, and we definitely stream more on the weeks over there. But since you made music stuff, we can definitely check it out. Put it in Discord. You know Discord, right? That'd be Discord. But on to the next show. Now this one we already. Kick Baker already said his ass, so we already got some opinions in the chat about The Last of Us.
Ooh, man.
So, Red. Let's start with. Where do we start?
For The Last of Us? We talking about The Last of Us, right?
We're talking about The Last of Us. So where do you want to start with this conversation? What's the main, at least 2 points? Because obviously 20 minutes is not that much.
No.
What the 2 main points you want to talk about? It could be writing or it could be character development.
It's both.
Let's start with those two then. Let's start with writing and character development.
So, look, I'm going to have to preface this, right? Because I'm not trying to just shit on it. Because, like, at the end of the day, I know Neil Druckmann, Craig Mazin, everybody involved in this project, in this TV show, they're still artists at the end of the day. And I'm more than certain that they're not trying to make something bad on purpose, that they did put time, effort, and money to try to make something good. Because they're not going to waste their time and make something bad on purpose. So I'm going to say that. Right? I'm going to say all that to say, I'm sure, like, as artists, they tried their best.
Right.
As creators, they tried their best.
Of course.
And they wanted to put forth something that they thought was great.
Yes.
And I'm going to have to come back to that multiple times. So I'm just going to say pineapples. Whenever I say pineapples, that's what I'm saying. It's just prefacing.
Good.
I'm sure they tried their best.
Keyword.
That's what pineapples is going to say. Because I'm going to have to round back up to pineapple.
Okay.
With all that being said.
Yes.
As nice as I can say this, man, the writing was bad. The Vine Boom?
Yeah.
Listen, the writing was bad. Ellie was terrible. She's gonna be a dad. There was no character development. Abby wasn't even there. Joel obviously died episode 2.
Oh my god.
So I don't even know where to begin. Again, yes, writing was bad. For me, what made it worse is that every episode they had like little interviews. I think they were part of a podcast where the creators would talk about their decisions, why they wrote certain things, why they chose to go a certain direction. And almost every single time they had like that little excerpt, I disagreed with what they were talking about. Like they were like, "Oh yeah, we did this because of this." I'm like, I didn't get that. Like, whatever message they were trying to push forward, I'm like, it wasn't there.
Did you get it because it just didn't make sense to what happened in the show?
Yeah.
Like it just didn't. Like
it didn't make sense.
This happened. They said this, and you like,
where was that? That's what I'm like. Where did you get that idea? Who told you that? And again, like I don't know. Like something went wrong. Maybe it was a miscommunication. I don't know. But it was just like nigga. Like I know for the last episode, because the last episode covered. Spoilers by the way. This is all spoilers. I mean, I guess yeah. But the last episode was covering like, Ellie killing Mel and Owen. And Neil Druckmann was talking at the end of the episode and everything. And he was talking about like, yeah, so like, at this point Ellie was trying to like justify her whole journey, X, Y, and Z, this and that, which that's another really bad portion of the season was just Ellie as a character, not Bella Ramsey. I'm not gonna dogpile on her. Everybody been dogpiling on Bella. A lot of Ellie not working really wasn't her fault. It was the writing. Definitely the makeup and hair team, because they did nothing to help her out. Like, especially with the makeup. Like her makeup ain't even, her hair ain't even like looking like Ellie. They literally pulled, like Ellie's supposed to have bangs, right? They pulled everything back into a tight ass ponytail. She got long hair, but like it's literally only showing you face. And people already hate her face card as it is. So they're literally only showing her her face when she got hair to cover it. That didn't really help her out, but
that's.
But again, so it's talking about like, oh yeah, this happened, this happened.
With that being said, do you think they make a lot of small unnecessary changes like that in the show? And do you think that does that affect it a lot?
Yes. So I'd say yes or no, because a lot of like when they were talking about like they were gonna adapt the second game, I already knew it was gonna have a lot of issues because the second game had a lot of issues.
For sure. Right. For the gamers who played it, you know.
Yeah, so I already knew it was okay. This is gonna be a very contentious season because the second game was very poorly received. It was very split. I'd argue it's more so people dislike it more than they like it because some people do like it. It's kind of crazy to me, but some people do like it.
Some defenders out there.
Yeah, and I already knew it was gonna have issues, but they did make some changes that worked better in the show. They did change other things that somehow made the game look better in comparison. And again, the game was already contentious as it was. So for people, myself included, to look at to watch the show and be like, I don't like this makes me want to play the game because the game somehow did this shit better, and I didn't like how they did that shit in the game. Because it's like that's what I'm saying though. Like they made changes. Sometimes they worked. And other times they made changes where it was worse than what they did previously. And sometimes they didn't change it when they should have changed certain things. And it's like...
With that being said, with Kid Baker, on a scale of 1 to... Okay. I don't know what a T-bait is, but I'm going to just say... How bad is it? Like, 1 to 10? I don't know what a T-bait was. 1 to 10.
A T-bait?
That's what he put. T-bait, Right.
Are you trying to say that anime? Wait, T-bait anime? What are you?
I don't know what you're trying to say, but still, scale 1 to 10, season 2.
For The Last of Us?
Yeah. From pineapples.
Pineapple.
But be real. But be real.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
Yes.
So my personal opinion.
Not as including season 1. We just doing season 2.
Just
I feel like
season
season
2?
1 was.
Season 1 was amazing.
Yeah,
it was a great adaptation.
Yeah.
Season 2, from 1 out of 10, for me was like a 3. I'd say it's a 3. And it's only a 3 because it wasn't all terrible. Like, there was good moments. There was good moments of acting. A lot of the actors, most of the actors, I'd say, did an amazing job. Mainly, it was, like, the writing and the script. Even though, like, everybody was really good with, like, their characters and their performances, they were still not really given a lot to work with. So even if you have like Robert Downey Jr., he's going to be playing Dr. Doom. Even if you have Robert Downey Jr. playing Doom or Iron Man, if he's given a terrible script, he can only do so much with that script.
That is also true.
Didn't
you also point out that they said they told the girl that played
Bella.
Ellie, not to look up Ellie and how she does. So like they had to.
What?
They told Bella to do.
Spin on her or some shit like that.
They told Bella to do a handful of things. One was to like I don't know if it wasn't to play the game. It was basically just to not do research on Ellie, to just bring their own spin to Ellie. I don't know if that was for season 1 or I don't know if it was for season 1, season 2, both, or just season 2. But again, part of the biggest issue with season 2 was Ellie. Like, if you're going into season 2 expecting badass like Ellie from game 2, you're not going to get that. You're not even going to get like one episode of that. She's consistently inconsistent.
Fucked up.
Yeah, she's consistently inconsistent. She's incompetent. She's dumb. They make it like a point to let you know she cannot do shit by herself. She literally like when she doesn't kill Nora, but when she tortures Nora and goes back to the theater, and it's like the whole scene where she takes her shirt off and she's all fucked up in the back. This is, mind you, Dina is still recovering, not just from like she's pregnant. She's got pregnancy sickness too, but she's actively recovering from an arrow getting pushed through her leg, and she still got a baby Ellie because Ellie's in her feels because Ellie's this and that. Like it like the scene was just weird because I'm like I know what the scene was because it happens in the game, but it's like now it's weird because Dina is literally still recovering from an arrow wound to the thigh, and she still has to get up and take care of Ellie because Ellie's like she's super selfish in the show, and Jesse points this out multiple times, and she tried to make Jesse seem like a bad guy. She's like, oh, you think you're so Mr. Perfect, you think you're this and that, and I'm bad, like, you're good and I'm bad. I'm like, bitch, yes, that is exactly. He's not even saying that, but that's essentially that's the truth. He's not saying that, but that's the truth because he like, ooh, there was like a moment where he was telling her a story about like there was a girl that he met before Dina, and he had feelings for her, she had feelings for him. But her and her group had to leave Jackson, and Jesse wanted to go with her, but then he thought about like, well, Jackson raised me, and I am who I am because of Jackson, and like they need me, so I gotta stay and like I can't go with this girl even though I want to. I gotta stay with Jackson.
Stand up, nigga.
Because that's how Jesse is, and Jesse tells her that story, and what Ellie got from that was like, oh, okay, so I see. So you're Saint Jesse from Wyoming, and everybody else is a fucking asshole. I'm like, bitch. He didn't say anything like that. He's telling you, he's literally trying to level with her and say, hey, the reason why I'm here helping you out is because I care about you, I care about our community, and I'm trying to look out for people because that's what I do. That's what he does. He acts it out. He tells me he acts it out, but he also does that shit. And Ellie gets us a different message. She always does that. That's how she is the entire fucking season. She just hears one thing.
You think that's because the writing with them, like, kind of
villainize, yeah, because they also, that's another thing, they thank you for reminding me about that. They villainize Ellie, they villainize Joel, and I don't know if it's just because they want people to have an easier time to like Abby, because in the game they wanted you to like Abby, but they did not go about it a good way. So a lot of people didn't care about Abby, even when they learned Abby's motive, myself included. I was like, I don't care. I don't care about this woman.
Especially in that type of world where it's either like almost kill to be killed.
Yeah.
So it's like
it really is kill to be killed.
You know. So it's like them giving that backstory. Oh, you could. Well, I mean, like they would have did the same.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So
it did the same thing.
And speaking of also going back to villainizing Joel.
Yeah.
In the first episode that I watched, they did have a scene where it was Joel and what's the black lady name?
Maria.
And I guess they had a brief conversation of like, about how he was like he wouldn't let everybody in because there's not enough space and everything like that.
Yeah.
Do you think that part was also trying to villainize him?
So that part I think was actually one of the changes they made to make shit make more sense. Because in the game. When Joel and Tommy miraculously ran into Abby, it was obviously convenient. A lot of things that happen in storytelling is convenient because that's just how usually it's how life works, and that's how storytelling kind of needs to work sometimes.
Yeah.
Even though it was very convenient that she just happened to waltz into both of them, exactly what she's looking for in the middle of a snowstorm.
Crazy, right? Yeah.
So
crazy, right?
That I feel like that was a change to make shit make more sense because like at that point, everybody that's playing the game knows that Joel is like this hardened guy that's very hard at trusting people, and if he were to just come across somebody, he's not gonna say, "Come back to my camp with me." He's gonna be like, "I don't know who you are." Like,
I agree. When I saw that, I agree with him 100%.
Yeah.
Like even though she was like on the other side, and especially when she hit that. Well, you was what was it?
He was like basically he was also like a refugee.
Yeah,
he
was a refugee too, and you came. So he tried to like flip it back on, but still at the same time, I was like,
it didn't make sense, but I think they added that in. So that when he did meet Abby, he was like more open to like having more people coming to Jackson because he did take a moment to like realize and be like, okay, I was in that same position. I guess I could be more open
type of thing
to being around people. I think that was just to make that make more sense because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
but a lot of this shit doesn't make sense.
I agree, definitely agree. In the show, I know, especially in the first episode, from what I noticed in the game, in the show, and maybe I'm wrong. But in the game, I feel like Ellie's anger towards Joel was more slowly
built up
because through the flashbacks and everything like that as well. To where here, I feel like they just throw it in your face. Like first episode in, they with the anger. You feel me?
Correct.
So how do you feel about that change? How do you feel that does what Ellie?
So look, ooh man. Okay, so. It's a lot more blatant. Again, they're trying to villainize both Joel and Ellie. More specifically Joel. Because there's a lot of times when either Ellie's telling him off or somebody's telling him off, and he will not defend himself even though he's in the right or he has a good justification as to whatever he did. But the writers don't let him defend himself. And Ellie also, she does have a built up, anger towards him. Even in the scene, because they change a lot of shit too. Like when she finds out about him telling the truth, they changed that. They blended two scenes together, which it was a great scene when it was played, but narratively it didn't make a lot of sense. It was the scene where when he finally tells her the truth of what happened and him killing the Fireflies, and it was a scene where they talk for the last time, and she she tells him, "Oh, I don't know if I can forgive you, but I'd like to try." They blended those two scenes together. So it was after she had snapped at him when he the guy was being homophobic towards her and Dina. It was like the scene after that, like when he pushes Seth over.
Oh yeah.
And then like they talk after a minute. He's finally like that was basically her like saying like, okay, I'm gonna give you one last chance to tell the truth. What happened to Jackson? And if you lie to me, like I'm gone. Blah 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 blah. And you know he tells the truth and everything, and he tells her why. And again, because Ellie's just such a fucking brickhead. Like he's telling her exactly why he like what he did, like what happened. He doesn't, again, because they want him to seem like a bad guy, he leaves out a lot of context that would make him the good guy, including the Fireflies weren't trustworthy, including they didn't have enough people to widely distribute the vaccine. They didn't. The vaccine itself was a long shot. It wasn't guaranteed, including the fact that they didn't ask Ellie for her consent to kill her. They just put her to sleep and was going to kill her. There was just a lot that they left out for the sake of him just saying, like, okay, in order for them to make it, like, they were going to make a cure. It was guaranteed. No, it wasn't. It was guaranteed they were going to make a cure, and in order for that to happen, you would have to die, so I stopped them. Ellie said, because you're selfish. I'm like, okay.
Well,
all right, thanks.
I saved your life, though.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes.
He didn't say that, though.
Yes. That's the point I feel like he shouldn't have to say. Like, Ellie should put 2 and 2 together.
This Ellie doesn't do that. She will not do
that.
Unless it's convenient for her.
Obviously.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, so, and that also factors into the last episode, because now, again, they're trying to make Abby seem more like a hero. And again, Ellie finds out the truth a lot earlier on. So she's a lot more, like, stricter on Joel. Even after his death, like, I mentioned this to you guys earlier. After his death, it's almost like Ellie herself forgets that the nigga died, or like she just doesn't. Either she didn't really care about him to begin with, or she just constantly forgets. Because when her and Dina are out in Seattle looking for Abby and her crew, they don't act like they're there for revenge. They don't act like somebody murdered somebody they cared about. They're like, it's almost like they're on vacation, and that they're expecting a baby. They're on a honeymoon. That's what it feels like. That's what it seems like.
Honeymoon is crazy.
In that world,
she's gonna be a dad. She's gonna be a dad, nigga. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I know, and like pineapples, but no, because I found out recently that like that line was added in. The way it was added in, I like it because it was just like artists like collaborating. Because there was like Craig Mason, he was like the director, and he was talking to Bella, the actor for Ellie. He was like, "Oh, this idea kind of just came to me. Like, what do you think if like if it's not just a gender thing? If it was just, I don't know." He had an idea. Bella liked the idea, and they were like, "Oh no, I have to say that line. I have to say that line." So them collabing and like making up a new line, I like it. It shouldn't have been a thing in this season. It was still a bad line. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was a bad line. I like the build up and the collaboration between two people to make that a thing, but for one, it was off. It was a really awkward line. It was odd. For one. For two, Ellie's not in the position to even be a fucking parent. I don't care if she's gonna be a dad or mom. For one, Jesse's the biological dad. I'm not trying to be weird about it. I'm just stating facts. The actual dad is still alive.
Still there.
And he not only is he alive, but he wants to be in his kid's life. He's not a deadbeat dad. If he was a deadbeat dad, 100%, Ellie's the dad, yes. But Ellie's a good person. He's a good man, and he would have been... Still mad they did that to my boy. But he would have been a great fucking father. So she would have had to either step in line as a second mom or second dad. I don't care. She's not going to be the first to either one. Because she's nowhere near responsible or competent enough to be a parent. So her being like, oh, I'm going to be a dad, we're expecting a baby. I'm like, bitch, you got a lot of growing to do before you even can claim that baby. There's no way that baby's popping out and you don't have any change. Like, no. There's no
character development yet.
Absolutely none.
That line was definitely weird, and it just didn't fit at all. Like with the world, what's going on with the position.
I'm gonna be a dad.
When he said it,
it's like this happy-go-lucky world.
Like,
that's
are we not in the middle of an apocalypse? Like,
I'm gonna be a dad.
Well, that's another issue with the because the infected. Another issue that happens this season that people complained about last season was that the infected are almost never there. And that was still an issue now. Like, they showed up maybe a little bit more than before, especially in, like, episode 2. But after that, they kind of just weren't there. Even when Ellie and Dina were out in Seattle, they were making mistakes, especially Ellie's dumbass. She was making mistakes that you're not supposed... Like, you cannot make. Like, it's not like, oh, you shouldn't make these mistakes. It's mistakes that if you make them, you will die.
You're dead.
You will die. And the only reason she didn't die is because of the plot and because she got lucky. She's not competent enough to work herself out of situations. She just gets lucky. Like, she goes to like an armored vehicle and she opens up the hatch, and because it's a heavy ass hatch, it doesn't have nothing like holding it from falling. So she opens it, it goes, bah! And it makes a loud ass clang noise. And obviously, Dina pull out her gun ready for something to run out, and Ellie gonna say something. Like, did I do that? Bitch! She didn't say that. She didn't say that. But it was the way she looked around like, ooh, was that me? Did I? And it's like,
that's that Disney laugh track that he's talking about.
I'm gonna show y'all a clip. There's a clip actually.
Steve Urkel shit, literally knocking over. You just hear like 15 zombies come chasing sheep. Did I do that?
They lucked out. They didn't.
Bitch.
If you don't get strapped and help me,
they lucked out that didn't happen because this is a universe where you can't there's everything is sensitive to sound. Humans, in fact, that everybody's like they hear something, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck was that?" They're in enemy territory right now. They're not in friendly territory. They don't know who's around, what's around, nothing. They don't jack shit. So
she said so. My bad. It's like shorty.
So with that being said, with obviously a person who loves
the game,
one game.
That's true.
I would say you love the second one. You played it. You understand it more.
It's good as a game. Narratively, I don't like the narrative of the second game. Yeah.
And then
I did want to say, like, I know it was a lot of talking about Ellie for this season, but like Abby, did they show a lot of Abby this season or not? Was it just like she was in the back?
Abby shows up in episode 1 that you've seen. She shows up to kill Joel episode 2. She does not show up till episode 7. At the very end.
I was kind of thinking because he doesn't really talk. Like, he didn't mention her a lot. So
at all.
Is she even in the series a lot?
Episode 7 is the last time you see her. You're not after episode 2. You're not gonna see her again until the last. You're only gonna see her for like 5 minutes in episode 7. That's it.
Crazy. Oh, so she is really not in that.
What is the season?
Season 3 gonna be all her though.
It gotta be.
You can kind of be expected season 3 to be all her, no Ellie.
It would have to be. Yeah.
Ain't nobody watching it. I'm sorry. Anyway,
hey, what's everybody really watching this one for real?
Which I was just about to ask. Are you watching season 3? You're 2 seasons in. Are you watching season 3?
Now look, I already have a Max subscription, and I'm gonna have one by the time they make a season 3.
Yeah.
So I have some faith. Again, pineapples. Really? I have some faith that like season 3 will be different, hopefully in a better way, because they've shown that they made changes in the second season compared to the game. Not all of them worked. The vast majority, I would argue, didn't. But they're smart enough to know what's working, what's not working, and they can see feedback.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is literally just like almost ×2 of like the shit that didn't work in the game still does not work. And now they're seeing like what you did change. Some of what you changed worked, but a lot of what you changed made it even worse than what previously didn't work. But like, I have faith that like they can make changes, and not only that, but like Abby's story, I'd argue Abby's story, even in the game, is better than Ellie's, just because Ellie's entire arc is just revenge and like, you know, revenge bad, this and that. That's all of Ellie's arc. Abby starts off with her getting her revenge and then going on about her life, which is like, it's just a better story because it's not just a one note.
Well, it also is a bad narrative in general, where you go with the one character who is like, oh, she's gonna take the revenge route.
Yeah.
The revenge route, and it's gonna go terrible for her. And then it's like, oh, we're gonna use this other bitch who took the revenge route, and life just happy-go-lucky for her.
Yeah.
Like, that's a bad narrative in general, right there, though.
It is, because like Abby herself is a fucking hypocrite. Because like she killed Joel, because like Joel deviated against a group that he was working with. He deviated against a group for one kid. Abby does the exact same thing to a group that she was currently in, the Wolves. That's her character arc. She finds out like there's one kid from the Seraphites that she wants to protect, and she turns against the people she knows and murks a shit ton of people she knew and doesn't know for one kid, which is exactly what fucking Joel did. That's literally beat for beat what he did. Saving one kid made him go against or kill multiple people within the same group. So it's just it's a lot of Abby's story was just hypocritical, which is like, we'll see. I don't know. I have faith that they'll make changes, and Abby's story is already better than Ellie's just because it's not one note. Ellie's story is very one note.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's a chance. Whether HBO will let them do it or not, I don't know. Because the viewership dropped drastically after episode 2 when Joel died.
For sure.
Because that's what happened in the game. When he
sure.
died, a lot of people stopped playing. And again, the episodes, from my opinion, they only got worse after episode 2. They have some moments where it's good, but most of the time it's just bad. Again, it's a lot of inconsistent writing, a lot of bad characters, a lot of payoffs that shouldn't really have been paid off. Eugene, I don't really understand why that needed to be like built
Such
up
a
upon.
built-up thing.
Even when it happened, like Gail, I understand Gail getting mad at Joel, like, oh, you killed my husband, but it's like he was doing what he needed to do, because the alternative was you watch your husband get fucking his head blown off in front of you. That was the alternative.
And they didn't think,
They don't want to talk about that though.
They don't want to talk about it. Again, Joel's evil. He's a bad guy. You killed my husband. It's like, nigga, he was bit. What did you want me to do? Bring him back?
That nigga.
There wasn't. There wasn't.
Saving that nigga.
So, but
he
like,
got Ellie gang. He gotta go.
Correct.
Go.
Even Ellie, they for sure make sure that y'all know that Ellie's immune in this. That she's gotten bit at least
one per episode type shit.
Y'all, if y'all watch it, y'all count how many times. Y'all come back in the comments and tell us how many times.
I want to say, it was like 3 to 4 in total from season 1 to now. Maybe like 3 to 5, and then once her and Ellie or Dina get like jumped by the stalkers, that was when I was thinking, okay, it's at least 7+. At least they don't show show her actually getting bit, because it's just plot. For some reason, all the infected decided to just fucking hug her and kiss her and shit, instead of actually tearing her ass apart like they normally do. These are the same niggas that tore apart a fucking moose, a bear.
I was about to say, in the first episode, I was about to say, because even if you think about it realistically, even if she immune to getting like bit and like cut, like they're still gonna maul her and kill her.
She can bleed out. She can
lose limbs. Like they're still gonna do that. I didn't even think about that.
A character says that in the first game, where they said like she's immune to like getting infected, but they can still tear her apart. Like if she gets cornered, she's still gonna die regardless. She's not Superman, but they made her Superman in that episode.
Somehow,
I'm telling you, she got tackled. Like there's
that episode.
Yeah, like
she's boxing 6 foot nigga. She's Superman in every episode.
Apparently, because the episode I'm talking about, like they got ambushed by like a group of stalkers, and stalkers are a lot more intelligent and they flank people. Ellie and Dina know that they flank people. Ellie has this dumbass idea of like, they only saw one at a time. They're like, oh, okay, we're gonna split up. One of us gets his attention, and when it tries to flank, the other one shoots it. I'm like, bitch, why don't y'all both just go like back to back and walk? Because it can't flank if y'all both are looking at the blind sides. But no, she said, let's split up, and then it'll attack one of us, and we shoot. And then they find out that there's literally a group of the stalkers, like between 10 and 15 stalkers.
Realistically, they dumb as hell for that, because the last thing I'm gonna do is we're in some type of abandoned building and there's one zombie when I know it's a hive mind, ain't no way.
Especially when you know it's a hive. Yeah,
I'm thinking, let's split up. Like that's the dumbest shit I ever heard. Let's split up.
That's horror movie trope stuff right there.
That is though.
And that's how it happened. That's how, like, again, Ellie tells Dina, well, listen, because when they see there's like at least 10 or 15 of them, they're like, oh. Like, oh shit. So Ellie sees like this random fenced off area, tells Dina, hey, I'm gonna get as many of their attention as I can, and you just run, basically. And so she starts, I guess, shooting at him or whatever. Dina goes to like into the little caged area, locks herself in there, and like I think 3 or 4 are trying to actively get to her, like they're tearing apart the fence to get to her. And then Ellie, that's when she gets ambushed by like 5 or 7 of them.
She had Blick on her?
All 3 of them did. Like, I'm sorry, all 3. Dina had 1. I think Ellie had 2. But again, it's Ellie. She's not competent.
I'm just saying.
She run out in the
video
open.
Game Ellie would never go
I know.
With a Blick? She's taking the
whole
game.
Here's what happens, right?
She's taking all of them.
Here's what happens. Like, Ellie runs out to the middle to get their attention. And she's sitting there with like 2 pistols. She's looking at them, right?
That'd have been it.
Nigga, she's looking at them. They're looking at her because obviously they're smart. So they're gonna bait her.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what they fucking did. They start baiting her. She hears one to the side of her, looks over, and sees like one running at her, and I don't even know which one she shot. She had both her pistols out like this, and she looks over. She looks over, is like, oh, and then like I think she shoots this one, gets tackled, and I'm like, bitch, you know, like,
Isn't this why you got the tools?
Like she knows that they flanked.
Isn't that?
And when she saw a bunch in front of her, she didn't think to look on every other side of her until she heard one coming at her and was like, "Oh shit!" Pow! Ah! And then they all start not biting her. They just start hugging her and like tickling her and shit because she's on the ground like and they're all like around her going
They say
I swear to God.
Got you.
And then that's when what I'm saying.
Back.
And then that's when Jesse comes and saves both of them.
They need to save it.
And then
she's sorry as hell.
And her bitch ass gonna get mad at Jesse for saving them. I told y'all this earlier. Like she was like, but she's like, "How'd you find?" She trying to ask this nigga, "How'd you find us? How'd you find us?" And like, "Oh, well, we had it all handled until," and he snapped at her, being like, "Oh, until what? Until what?"
Bro,
that shit not look handled. What you talking about?
Shorty had 2 guns and couldn't even take out one zombie. You ain't had shit handled.
Game Ellie rocking this Ellie.
Oh,
Game Ellie was
mopping this bitch.
Rocking.
She would drag her through that warehouse. Not to mention, nigga, hey, spoilers if you ain't played the game, but if you ain't played the game, you lacking. Nigga, that final fight with her and Abby, nigga, not to mention Abby got 150 on her, and she was boxing Abby. So I'm not trying to hear shit. She would dog Bella Ramsey.
She would,
no
dude.
offense.
Not just that, but like in the game, there was that scene happened in the game where they're in a building with a bunch of stalkers. The only difference is that it was just Ellie, because Dina was at the theater. Because that's another thing. Because again, when in the show, when Dina revealed to
wait, we gotta wrap it up.
I gotta tell you this off screen. I gotta tell this off screen. So it all wraps in. But basically, that scene already happened. Mm-hmm. Ellie was by herself, obviously, because she's a fucking dog. Killed all the stalkers, all the infected in the building by herself.
Damn.
Didn't get bit. Didn't get like swarmed.
Cause she a dog, bro.
She a dog. I think she was getting swarmed, but she still left. She still was able to. She just got out of it. She got.
That's what she do.
That's what she do.
That's what she do.
Even if she get a swarm with no blick, she's upping a knife.
I guess the knife is
like, come on, bro. Ain't no way she had 2 blickies and said some. Like, shorty, what? Come on now. If that was Ellie, she would have boom. Started turning up.
Like Arthur Morgan. She started cooking.
What's it called? The slow motion shit.
Yeah.
I forget what the slow motion that they got in right there. Deadeye.
Deadeye.
She would have hit her Deadeye with a doom. Yeah.
And then she doesn't sit down and just bodies on the floor.
Video game Ellie 2 cold.
But I don't know. Again, pineapples.
Yeah,
I know they tried their best. I know they wanted to make something good. I don't think it worked out. I feel very bad for everybody on board, especially Bella Ramsey, because she's getting needlessly bullied. They're getting needless. I'm sorry. They go by they them pronouns.
Oh,
They're needlessly being bullied right now. It's not their fault. I don't want to blame people, but I'm sorry. The writers could have done a lot better. I hope season 3 is better. Pineapples. That's all.
Okay. So that being said, like he asked me, when would you tell someone who hasn't going into season 2 what to expect?
Make it 1 minute.
What to be prepared for?
What to be prepared?
Not if you're gonna obviously you don't recommend.
Yeah, we know you gonna recommend
be prepared for when watching this.
I would just say, I'd start with saying, okay, make your own opinions from this, of course, but from my experience, do not really expect anything out of it. Just watch it. It's not gonna be good. Don't expect.
I ain't gonna hold you if it told me, hey, watch it. That's
don't expect the. Oh shit! What you got?
Where is it? The
sad music or the violin?
Oh, that's what that is. If someone tell me, hey, watch this, make your own opinion about it, but don't expect anything out of it. I'm gonna.
I'm not watching that.
I would just say
but okay.
Yeah, do your best not to get upset. Don't expect.
Especially for the game players.
I'm sorry, but I really couldn't recommend watching this unless there's a purpose to watch it. If you want to watch something good, I'm not gonna say watch this. No. Damn. I'm not what's something good? Don't. Season 1. That's it.
Season 1 was a banger.
That's some shows that I've done where I just don't count the other season. Or I don't count. Or if it's a movie series, I don't count a
the other movie, the other 2 movies.
Yeah, I stop at 2.
That's where I'm at with it. Sorry.
Y'all heard it here. Season 3, we'll be back to visit this on season 3.
Season 3 drop. Can't wait to hear how that goes.
You'll see. But clap it up for that. Clap up for Fred.
Yeah.
Back to T-Bait though. T-Bait, the beginning After the End is an American-made comic that I think was recently got an anime, and its fucking PowerPoint presentation is straight immediately from the source material. It's like a webcomic manga.
Interesting. Okay.
Somehow the webcomic has bad animation. Oh, so that's why I said want to T-bait, because they said the animation's so bad.
Oh.
It's just still manga.
They said the...
I almost didn't know Lion's hair.
What did he say?
Nothing.
It's kicked.
Here it is.
So he turned to the
Here
side.
it
It's
is.
crazy.
It's kicked, you know.
Hey.
I don't need this.
Hey. You feel me?
That's why we stopped streaming, because of you, kid.
You feel me?
Just you specifically.
You said you. But you with Netflix, right?
Netflix.
Tudum. I said bottom.
I mean, it's, you know, it's close enough, but the way they were saying it in the show, they was like, "Welcome to Tudum." And
Tudum is
yeah,
crazy.
we was like,
Is it too dumb?
What
the
I believe it's definitely Tudum. Like how
Yeah.
Netflix
going to the
Tudum.
Yeah.
So Tudum, or the Netflix live show is basically just a lot of announcements of what's coming out. A lot of shows that you probably definitely expected that did very good. And they had a lot of just, I guess, great appearances, some live performances actually as well. On top of it, and
live performances.
yeah, I mean, for the first year they doing it, I don't think it's bad. Can I see?
Bless you.
What?
I don't know.
It
was supposed to be.
It was a yell.
Like, you feel me?
The earlier one had me fucking crying.
I got another one coming too.
Please do it. Yep, come on, I'm waiting. Just start talking, you'll forget about it.
Dog seems to be on his ass.
Like, you feel me? I done sneeze. Oh my god. As soon as I want to talk, I want to fucking sneeze and shit.
It would be like that though.
Like,
you gotta yawn
like,
or sneeze.
Bro, I asked y'all so many questions. I'm over there.
Nothing.
Straight
nothing. As soon
as I'm like, oh, so about, like, I'm over here, like, nigga, like, why when I want to talk?
The body's like, no, we gotta sneeze.
You
That's
feel
more
me?
important right now.
So you want to talk?
Okay, so major announcements that been announced at Netflix Live, which just happened. Well, and I feel like they should have definitely promoted it more. I feel like a lot of people don't know about it, but it's like a lot of good shows. So like, I don't know why they did promote about it, a lot of it, but one Stranger Things season 5.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yes.
Final season, baby. I'm
final
ready.
season. I will say for me, I would definitely have to rewatch. Some shit. It's been so long.
It's been a minute.
I'm not gonna hold it. Somebody say, "Oh, what happened in season 2?"
I kind of remember.
For me, it's season 4. Season 4 is where I'm like, I gotta rewatch 4. Yes.
Okay.
Because the rest.
That's the most recent season.
Yeah, because the rest of the most is like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Luckily for me, I've been watching a lot of cinema sins, and he breaks down each season in each video.
Okay.
So I kind of actually just had a refresher of each season.
Oh,
So yeah, so I kind of remember shit.
Okay, nah, hell no. I haven't. Ever since season 4, I have not watched any yet. So
back.
I'm with y'all.
What do you like, Kick
I
Bacon?
think season 2 is the most forgettable season in my opinion, though.
Yeah?
I guess
We
some
gonna
people
get
could
to
argue
that.
season 3 is too, though.
What?
Season 3.
Season 3 could be the most forgettable, but in my opinion, season 2 is the most forgettable for me.
That's
but I
why I'm
can
like,
see
I
some
still
people
gotta-
saying 3, yeah.
That's something I definitely gotta I might rewatch the whole shit days for.
I want to, yeah.
At least some
It's still a good.
It's still a good, yeah.
show.
But I just know if I don't, and they because the first one it's in 3 parts. The first one is
this year, is that right?
yeah,
This
November
year, yeah.
26th, so the day after Thanksgiving actually.
Yes, that's the
That's
first.
the
That's the
Thanksgiving.
first
Get they?
part.
So they're okay. I see
Yeah.
what they're doing now.
Then
I see
December
what they're doing.
25th is so every
Second
holiday
part.
basically.
Yeah, pretty much
Yes.
every holiday.
Every holiday.
Last year holidays.
so this-
yeah.
Black Friday?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
dropped it on Black Friday, the first one.
Yeah, Christmas, and then New Year's.
and then- wait, so it's only gonna be 3 episodes?
Well,
for the
3. I
last-
think it's 3 parts.
3 parts. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm like.
Oh yeah, but
why-
it's Netflix. They're all gonna drop the 3 part. 3 parts is crazy. Nigga's gonna be 3 episodes. How much do
That's
they
what
really
it
stretch?
seemed like.
I think they're
Right?
gonna. So if it's
How
like
can they stretch?
if it's like 8 episodes, right?
That still leads to two episodes per the first 2 parts.
Maybe if it's
And then-
9 episodes, it'll be 3, 3, 3.
I guess they could do that. 3.
I assume
It
I
could
feel like
be.
they tweak it because last season they already
are.
gave us fucking.
They did that, yeah.
They did like
yeah.
3 and 3
They-
or 4 and 4 or something like that, right?
They space it out, and it's I don't know why people do that. it's kind of annoying.
So
Invincible
annoying.
learned to not do that because they did that. And they're like, oh, well, people need some time to die. No, we don't.
If Invincible would have did that, I swear they would have ended that bitch right where Comcast would have pulled up. Then they would have put us on a 6-month hiatus so we could digest what we just watched.
No.
That shit blew me last season though.
I don't like the way spaced it. I think they're just. I don't know why they're trying to space it out because it's still within the last.
That's like it's so close together that I'm like,
It
especially
really makes sense. It's
December
like a couple
25th,
days.
December 25th to December 31st. Like, what the fuck is that? But anyway,
You gotta really digest those 3 episodes for 5 days, gang.
if y'all want to see the trailers or watch trailers, Will is going to be on the channel, so definitely look out for that. But yeah, that's Stranger Things season 5. Wednesday, Addams Family. I don't know how many of y'all
I'm about to say it's actually Tuesday, but
watched.
can you hit me with a laugh track, please?
Black Friday.
Wait.
You funny as hell.
Say it again.
It's actually Tuesday, not Wednesday. Thank you.
So season 2, and they are completely taking away the whole. I don't know if y'all did watch it. Do not expect the continuation of the summer camp. That's completely retcon or completely just gone. The characters don't come back. The other than Wednesday and her family, but everybody else is not there.
Oh.
This is has to do with more of Nevermore, her school, and her being obsessed with a girl killer.
That's true.
Zodiac. Well, I guess it'd just be a serial killer.
Yeah, serial killer, but just
serial
into
killer.
killing
Just killing
girls.
women.
Yeah, killing women and making dolls of them. And she's obsessed of trying to find him.
Criminal
So
Minds type shit.
Yeah, they're going on a way creepier vibe
Okay.
From the first
one. And so
This
if
is
you're more
third season, you said?
sexy.
This is the second season?
Yeah, sexy.
They only got one season, so that bitch came out so many
So
years
long
ago.
Yeah.
But the way, but
Crazy.
I would say the way Jenna Ortega looks, I don't think she's gonna like age out of her role anytime
Oh
soon.
no, because she was already
Yeah.
grown when she did.
Exactly.
She was already grown.
So it's like they can take as much time as they want, I guess.
That's true. She ain't changing.
But yeah, so if you want on a creepier, like, the Addams Family is creepy. They is funny, but also creepy. So if you're looking for the creepy side, I'll say check it out. But yeah, also with that, they had a Lady Gaga performance with the Wednesday, with the announcement, because she's going to be in the show
Oh.
as a professor.
Oh, that's what she's playing, a professor.
Yeah, she's like a professor.
Nah,
Which
she gotta be more than that. I don't believe Lady Gaga is just
That's-
an average professor.
Come
Nah.
on,
I mean, she's probably not gonna be. I mean, it's Wednesday.
it's
so
gonna
any of
be
the professors
a
are average.
professor.
You feel me? A professor.
But you
That's
feel
what-
me?
yeah.
Yeah.
Because she got acting chops. She's not gonna just be some average. Nah.
Oh,
She ain't gonna be
professor.
no background character type
No,
shit.
No.
it's Lady
She
Gaga,
gonna
so they
be
got
in
some
that
big.
bitch.
They got some big shit for
I
her.
mean, you
That's
paying
what
a
I'm
bag
saying.
for Shorty. She
Yeah.
not gonna be no background character.
So y'all, so if that's like y'all think that's interesting, like, I want to see what they about to do with Lady Gaga. I'm finna see what they about to do with
She
this
is a good
Nevermore.
actress, though. I like her.
Yeah.
I like
See
her
what they
work.
about to do with her. Yeah. See what they about to do with her killer, being obsessed with killing this killer, just killing women.
I thought it was gonna be her.
It might be.
Oh, she's a
She's gonna
killer?
be the killer?
Lady Gaga, yeah.
Ooh.
I just feel, I don't know. Hey, I mean, the season ain't even out yet. You feel me? So
You making,
Hey.
but
I'm
ain't gonna lie.
crazy.
If he
Crazy
hit that on the
prediction.
money game, y'all gotta subscribe.
That'd be a crazy
That'd be
prediction.
such a crazy. But they do got a 6-minute of the first episode that
Valid.
we're gonna watch. So if you want to see that, definitely check out the channel.
That's gonna be on
Um,
TKG. Let me. No, stop. I take that back. It's gonna be on Disney Studios.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, shout out TKG though. Shout out TKG.
though. You feel me?
We about to have some Marvel Rise on there real soon.
Facts.
Yeah.
So probably actually stream that on Thursday. So with those two, are y'all
Also
excited?
true,
How
Jake.
I guess how excited y'all is for Stranger Things? I'm assuming that's the one y'all gonna watch.
I'm so fucking excited.
I mean, we've been waiting since what, 2021, 22? Whatever the fuck
22,
that was.
I think 22.
Grown.
I think it was 22. Yeah. That's when the last. I want the store to come back, man. I miss the store. Bring the store
I want
back.
that story back so
Bring the
bad.
store back.
Please, they gotta bring it back after the season drop.
They got to.
Bring it back.
That'd be such a waste of
They're
opportunity.
missing
Bring
a
it back for
bag.
Black
Yeah, that'd be
Friday.
such a waste of opportunity.
Bring it back for Black Friday. You know
Yep.
we going crazy.
Bro, everything. Ooh, that whole store getting fucking ransacked, nigga. Oh my god.
Yo.
Dive more into her personal life and interest. Who? Wednesday? I mean, she just interested in the killer.
That's a personal.
You feel me? She picked up a lot of psychological, like in the first when I guess they like Lucy's, they show like a lot of
Okay.
what's the witchcraft. She's did a lot of witchcraft and
Yeah,
shit.
that's
So that's how she actually finds
Cause
the
like
killer or something like
that
that.
world is like different, right? Cause if I remember from like the first episode, there was like a werewolf bitch.
Yeah,
In the first episode, right?
They have a
People-
hand walking around. Yes,
You right?
It's complete.
So it's
different.
not
right.
like they universe is like
No,
mythical creatures and shit like that on an
It's-
average basis.
That's on average. On the
Okay.
average. On
I
the
don't
average.
hope so. And Wednesday and her
On
family
average.
the only weird things in that world. In that world?
Are
I'd
they
be
so
like,
weird? I just thought they were just like emo. Like none of her parents are like
Are they just
creatures.
act like
I
there's
thought they
something?
I thought they were all humans.
Nah. I mean, I can't. I never watched the original Addams Family,
Well-
but I feel like it's something, right?
Something. I was about to say in the original, her I guess the wife or the mom, she definitely like floated across the. She floated across the room. It wasn't her stepping. Like she literally just.
Oh. alright.
Wasn't their butler like Frankenstein or some shit? Or they had
That's
Frankenstein.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Frankenstein was like their butler, or like in the family.
Something.
Yeah.
But that was like the only creature I thought was like
That
an undead creature. I don't remember like her parents are being like them saying that they were like vampires or anything like that.
I
You know
don't
what I'm
think so. I just think that was just some weird shit.
Are they
She just
some
floated.
ghouls, bro?
And then also the crazy if you
The ghoul.
Are they just ghouls? I don't know what they call them, you know? An entity? I don't know. Oh my God.
I still don't know where the hand came from.
The hand is just a disembodied hand that's just there. It's
Like
a-
who hand is it?
I don't know.
Oh.
Doesn't you know?
I thought the hand was they butler before Frankenstein though.
Maybe.
Okay.
Wait, stop.
Don't get
This is
don't-
crazy. Damn, get off my dick. What's wrong with you, Kick Baker?
This is kick me a kick, man.
All on my wood. Like, back up. Back up.
Oh my wood.
To 6 feet, gang. Don't
Oh,
worry
God.
about me. Don't worry about my origin. Worry about your own now.
bro. Squid Game season 3.
Yeah.
Don't know if y'all watched it.
I ain't watched season 2. I watched season 1.
Yeah, same.
Season 1 was great. Season 2, I think was good too. In my
I'll
opinion.
also say Squid Game, like, just in case I do get that Lady Gaga prediction right, Squid Game was the only other series I watched and predicted the ending from the first episode.
Oh.
Like, I watched the first episode and was like, saw the old nigga and was like,
That
alright, he the
it's him.
creator, yeah. It's
type
him.
shit.
I knew off the rip it was him.
Woo.
So, if I do get that Lady Gaga right,
Crazy.
the second time.
But season 2 definitely left off with a cliffhanger. If y'all remember, they were surrounded by the guards of the game who was trying to shoot them, and they were shooting back because he was trying to rescue everybody out the game. Yeah, it went.
Oh, no.
Season 2 went crazy. I
It
gotta
went
watch that. Oh,
dummy, crazy
I
game.
definitely
He
gotta
said
watch
they
it.
was shooting
Dummy.
back. Oh, nigga, huh?
Crazy.
They got they blicks up.
I do want to say Wednesday, season 2, August 6th is the drop date. And
Okay.
for season 3, Squid Game is June 27th. So it's actually this month.
Yeah, that's month.
This
That's
month.
the day after the Bear season 4 dropped. I believe June 26th for the Bear.
So yeah, so they was turning up. He done tried to, he was like, everybody still together. It's like, all right, back. So what they did was, spoilers, they murked some guards, took the guns, murked some more guards, took their guns. Like, and then they started, everybody
Valid.
yeah, I'm like, it was a
Very
good
valid.
plan.
Very valid.
Good plan.
That's wild.
Yeah, so nah, it was definitely
How the
teed
creator
up.
of the games not come prepared for that though?
Mhm.
How
Like, the creator of the games, like they don't like. Oh,
Because they have, I think,
maybe these niggas will.
They
Wasn't
would.
Wasn't
Like-
one of them in the game?
yeah, he came back,
Yeah,
and that's he the one who was leading the whole like escape plan right now.
Oh, you talking about the main character? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, there was a second guy, like the showman guy, the guy that had the mask that took the mask off and shot his brother. Didn't he
Yeah,
show up?
he was
Oh.
a cop.
No, his
Yeah.
brother was a cop. There was a guy that the cop dude was related
To
to
the
the
brother.
showman
Yes.
guy that had the mask
Oh,
on, and he took the
you're
mask off and he
right.
said,
The
"Brother,
nigga
it's you."
Do remember that?
Yeah, that's why
The
I'm like,
main dude, like the game host or whatever.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
nigga,
that guy.
right? I forgot about that. That's crazy. I might have to rewatch season 1 before I get to season 2. That's probably a lot of shit I forgot about.
I have to. I know for sure.
So
the romance ending. Which one?
yeah, so supposed
There's
to.
romance in season and
No,
Hunger Games?
no. Kick was saying there's a romance anime everybody's talking about.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know which one
I don't know what
that
that
is.
I wonder if that's the one Crunchyroll is pushing really hard. I keep getting that, like a not notification, but like advertisement for a new anime Crunchyroll keeps telling me to watch. So I wonder if it's that. It don't look like a boxing anime, so I wasn't interested.
You mean a slice of life?
It's
Slice of life cool.
It's a
Slice
slice
of
of life
cool.
got boxing, like Miss Kobayashi. That's a banger slice of life. I'm gonna watch that. They be boxing though,
They do be boxing.
but it's mostly slice of life. It's not a lot of boxing.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see where this go. Definitely
Okay,
probably
you've
gotta
seen season
rewatch.
2.
I feel like definitely gotta freshen up on it since how long it been.
I know I do. Yeah.
Because I do think, spoiler alert again, I do think when he shot him, he survived.
The brother?
Yeah.
At the end of season 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure, but that's not the point. So yeah, so I mean, like, they was definitely turn up. I'm excited, kind of like to see what this turned out to be, but no, yeah, I June 27th, definitely. If y'all excited, let me know in the comments below. How y'all think this about to end? You feel me? There's this movie. I don't know if y'all know. It's kind of like, I ain't gonna say it's kind of hidden, but it's called Knives Out. It's like
that was a very popular movie when it came out.
Yeah, the first one, and I don't think the second one. I don't know how good the second one did, because this is 3.
This is the third one?
This is the third one.
Fuck. Second one didn't do too good then.
I
ain't hear about the second one.
That's why. So
Yeah.
Knives Out. It's the third one. I see the first one. It was interesting. I liked it. It was like a murderer.
Was that not the with the family shit?
Murderer.
Was it like they were all family?
Yeah, but they all like, I don't know.
I thought it was like they were all family, and then it was like bros like kill each other.
Oh, the Chris Evans shit. Chris Evans was in that, right?
Yeah, like Chris Evans and all that. Was that not the same movie?
They had a sequel. Oh God!
I might be thinking of a different movie then.
I
thought that was that movie.
Because this one says cast is Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Daniel Craig.
James Bond.
Oh yeah, he's good. He's a good actor.
I like
okay.
Craig.
But I mean, like, I don't watch the second, so I don't know. I guess
I didn't watch
not
the
really
first
excited.
one, man.
How about haven't seen either of them, to be honest.
So I mean, I guess I'm not
read on that one.
that excited for it. I could pick it up.
I couldn't care less. What
But
was the third one
it
supposed to be
was-
about? Did it say?
No.
Yeah.
It's there.
Oh, it's just announced. Oh, it's
Yeah.
in development. I can't stand hearing when. Don't tell me it's in development. I want to know when it's like a year out. I don't
But
like
no,
hearing
it will
I
drop
hear
this
whenever
year
you get a
though.
release date.
It will drop
Oh, it
this
had
year.
to.
December
Huh?
12th.
Oh, it's this year then?
Yeah.
So I guess it already was in development then. Okay.
Yeah.
They
so
don't want to
December
tell us
12th.
yet.
They
I guess
prefer
the second
that.
probably didn't do too good.
Damn.
So they probably, you know.
They didn't. Yeah, they weren't putting the money. in the
But the
market.
first one wasn't a Netflix movie. So did Netflix buy it and then drop a second one?
I guess so.
That would make more sense.
I remember the first one being in theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in theaters. I remember that.
Man.
That was actually my next one. Thank y'all for beat me to the punch.
What's your next
Happy Gilmore 2.
I cannot wait!
July 25th. If you like Adam Sandler,
I
if you know
love
about
Adam
Happy
Sandler.
Gilmore, I'm
Fresh.
pretty sure you probably. I ain't gonna say you would like the movie, but
It looks pretty good. It looks.
You know?
I would watch the trailer when the moment I heard Happy Gilmore 2 was getting a movie. I watched that trailer. That shit was funny. I will say the trailer looked really good. It definitely gives off Adam Sandler vibe. I'm excited for that bit.
same.
You haven't seen it?
Same.
You seen
I
Happy
have
Gilmore?
not seen it.
I didn't think so.
I have not seen
You gotta
it
watch
either.
the first one.
But my girl, she definitely seen it herself, and she was telling me about it. And
Have you seen the
so
first one?
I've known about it, but
we'll probably do that as a
I've seen
Patreon, maybe.
I'm down. I'd be so down
As
to
a
watch it as a
Patreon.
Patreon. That movie's so funny.
Tight shit. Tight shit. But Happy Gilmore 2, again, if you like Adam Sandler, if you like the whole shebang, and Happy Gilmore himself, I believe you definitely should probably check this out. Funny comedy, right?
Yeah.
Comedy?
Happy Gilmore definitely a comedy. The first one, I assume the second one's gonna be too.
Right.
Honestly, it's Adam Sandler, so you just gotta know that.
You got to
It's
talk about it.
comedy.
It's going to be like it. You feel
It's
me?
gonna be a
So,
comedy.
check out for that. July 25th. You feel me?
July 25th this year. I can't wait for that.
And the last but definitely not least, One Piece Season 2.
Yo ho ho!
We got a look at the newest member of the crew, Bird. Tony Chopper. You feel me? It's already,
Tony
first of all,
Yappa. You feel me?
you also
Keep
got, crazy enough, you already got people talking about how they don't like the design of them.
Yeah.
same old.
I say
And I mean,
what I say to y'all.
you feel? Because I feel like he looks good.
Yeah.
And I feel like, okay, and a lot of people are getting on the voice. Now, y'all probably didn't see. Well, you
I
probably
actually
don't.
did somehow because my friend watches. He's caught up on One Piece. He's like a One Piece stand now. He wasn't like last year, but he
crazy.
caught up to it. Now he's like.
He got caught. He got
Yeah.
caught.
He showed me the clip of it. He likes to look at Chopper, likes the sound of him. I think
Oh, okay, yeah.
I've heard Chopper's sub and dub. I think this version of Chopper's decent. I haven't watched all of One Piece, but I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, it's good.
See, so the to that, I think it's good too, but I think people are so nitpicky about One Piece. Like, there's some really One Piece fans that just want everything to be very consistent.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? If it's an adaptation, let it adapt. You feel
That's
me?
what I'm saying. Like, I hate people who be like, "Oh, it's not a 1-for-1." Like, nigga, 1-for-1 is not gonna hit the same as a live action as it is as an anime.
If you want a 1-for-1, watch the animation.
That's what I'm saying.
Watch the anime, man.
You want a 1-for-1? Watch the anime.
Why do you want to add
That's
adaptation?
What it's there for. But you need to watch a live action 1-for-1, bro.
Yeah, okay. Drew, you're talking about how Adam Sandler just plays himself in his movies.
He do.
Yeah, brother.
That he do.
I mean, there was the one movie when he was in space and there was a spider, though. That was like the one movie I saw where he was serious. He has like maybe 3 or 4.
Because the spider was like talking to some shit.
It was crazy, yeah.
I've never seen. Have you seen it?
What movie you got?
You seen that movie?
You would like the movie. I know. I've seen clips of it.
I've seen clips of it. I've never seen it though.
But
I
like,
don't know. He in space and like a spider's like a creature.
Adam Sandler. And it's not even a comedy. Like it's like his character is like depressed because I don't know if his wife passed or like him and his wife are going through something, so he's like not comedy. He's like depressed Adam Sandler.
That's probably like a serious Adam Sandler movie.
It is. No, it is. It is a serious one, and like and there's a giant spider on his ship that's talking to him that isn't hostile. It's crazy. It's
what the fuck? I gotta watch that.
You should watch it.
I think we all should.
Yeah, I'm down. I was say I know Uncut Gems is another movie he has that's not a comedy.
That's when he looks like the nigga from One Piece. So like, yeah, that's like every time I see
like he
does. Every time I see Kizu, I'm like, oh, that's the version of Adam Sandler where he's serious.
Yeah.
That's the second time that man's been serious.
That's what everybody be saying. They gotta cast Adam Sandler for the live action Kizu. That shit cracks me up. I said, low key, it could work though. It really could work.
Chopper was so cute. Definitely, if y'all want to see the trailer, we reacted that to the channel, so please check that out when y'all see this. And the gems, like he said, was definitely on a serious note. But that's definitely everything on Tudum. You feel me?
Speaking of that Tudum,
yeah.
What are you most hyped for? Out of everything you named, what's the most hype think you for?
One Piece for sure.
One Piece?
One Piece for sure. I gotta see how they're gonna do Chopper and just his backstory, and is it gonna hit the same, like, cause that's the honestly sad as fuck.
See, now this is what I'm confused about here. If we get to Little Garden, which I'm assuming, no, maybe we won't get to Little Garden this season. It might be next season. Do we do?
Cause how much? I don't know.
Is Chopper? But I feel like Chopper wasn't there for Little Garden, unless I'm remembering that wrong. But I feel like Chopper was not there for Little Garden.
He wasn't?
Nah. I feel like Chopper wasn't there for Little Garden. It was before they got the Chopper. Which means they would have to be doing Little Garden before we meet Chopper, which means they'd have to be doing it this season. Which means we're going to get giants this season. And dinosaurs.
He did say, and that's a dumb thing for reminding me, he did say there are giants. Yes. So we're going to
we are getting Dorian and Bragi.
Yes.
Woo!
Yeah.
Okay, I can't wait to see how Netflix do this.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like that's not only because it's One Piece, but because of the execution. Yeah. I want to see how they're going to execute this really well. So definitely,
I'm excited.
One Piece is my top. I guess honorable favorite, Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Stranger Things definitely. If it wasn't One Piece, it would be Stranger Things.
Second would definitely be Stranger Things. If it wasn't for One Piece for me too.
That's valid. Yeah.
So Tudum, out of
if they put Boji Eyes on CGI Chopper, I would
They put what?
I'm not gonna Boji Eyes. I'm not gonna lie, because I watched the live action Lilo and Stitch. Jumba and Pleakley looked horrifying.
So you watched it?
They looked like nightmares, nigga. Nightmare fuel.
I mean, they
were. I
mean,
like
ugly as hell in the cartoon too, though.
But they were just like hyper realistic. To the point where like
it's too much. Huh?
Even Stitch, for the most part looked like he looked cool, he looked adorable, and I looked to the nigga's eyes. They're supposed to be black.
He said
they're supposed to be black, but like I looked at his eyes and he was just sitting there and like
staring into your soul.
Yeah, he has his scleras are like, it almost looked like Mina Ashido's where they're like yellow scleras. He's not supposed to have scleras. It's just all black eyes. But I looked at him and like he has yellow not scleras. He has yellow irises. And like, but they're faded, like they're there, but I didn't see them until I looked and I squinted, and they're just like, it just freaked me out because they're not supposed to be there, and I only saw them because I had to like look at him, and like he was just wide eyed, and I vaguely saw him, and I was like, okay, I can't unsee that now. He looks a lot more creepy having an iris. He's not supposed to have.
I can see that.
But no, Jamba and Pleakley, they look horrifying, and their characterization.
Not a go way, huh?
No, dude, the characterization was just, because, so for once they actually had human designs. The whole movie gave me a whole like old school Disney live action movie, so it kind of brought me back to that. But like, Jamba and Bleakley, they actually had human disguises. Jamba's actor and human disguise did not fit Jamba in my opinion, because like he didn't sound like him. Like if I'm gonna show y'all a clip of what Jumbo sounded like, it did not sound like Jumbo. Because Jumbo sounded like a heavyset nigga because he's a heavyset nigga. He
Bro said, "Hi, I'm Jumbo."
I shit you not. Like it was almost that high.
That's wild.
It was.
That's something I would see for Pleakley.
Pleakley.
And
Pleakley was just a gay hunk.
I heard he wasn't gay in this movie.
Could have fooled me, nigga. Respectfully.
Or maybe he just wasn't like a cross-dresser, I guess. In this one.
He wasn't a cross-dresser, but he was just like a flamboyant hunk. Like he was like a pretty like not bulky dude, but he was well built and obviously flamboyant. But I was just like,
interesting.
Oh, that's a choice. Okay.
So quickly, rated 1 out of 10.
Lilo and Stitch.
Yes.
On its own, like a 5.
Hey, did better than Last of Us season 2. That's all you can give it.
Yeah, but if you're comparing it, it does not hold up to the original.
I've heard.
I already knew though.
I've heard.
Yeah.
They fumbled every live action they ever dropped. Let's be honest.
Virtually, yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
Aladdin was like really the best one they've had, probably, and like honestly, motherfuckers was hating on that for a lot of different reasons other than the storytelling in that movie.
Yeah.
But that was really like the only one I can think off the top of my head that was actually good. I haven't seen Little Mermaid, but I know most people just complained about her being black, really.
I mean, yeah.
So I don't know about the storytelling because it was mostly just her being black that was the complaints.
Yeah.
Still can't believe we don't have information on the Demon Slayer movie. Fact.
I'm not surprised.
Crazy. I mean, we got her. I think they gave
out.
us a release date.
Did they?
I think they gave us a release date. I don't remember. You have to look it
Is
up.
this year next?
It's this year.
Is this year?
It's supposed to be the end of this year.
T-bait. And the PowerPoint presentation is crazy.
Yeah, that is wild. That was they were saying the same shit about not the most recent episode of One Piece, but the episode before the most recent, where it was like all the Roger pirates pulled up, and they was like, "Nigga, what is this? A PowerPoint presentation?" It really did look like it was like Roger popped in a frame, and then it was. Like the slide into frame.
No.
Still image sliding into frame is crazy.
That is crazy.
It's crazy, but
they have to cut some.
They were cutting time. Probably.
Cutting for sure.
They want to give each character their own introduction, so they were just like, "All right, Roger, here's his crew. Let's get it out the way."
July, Japan, August, September, everywhere else. Oh, for the thing, every Demon Slayer movie since the movie train was a bust. Waste of money and my time.
What was?
Every Demon Slayer movie after Movie Train. Facts.
There's no Demon Slayer movie after Movie Train, so what's he talking about?
No, there's like no, there was.
That movie?
There's like movies that's usually just like a preview of what happened and a little bit of like what's coming to see for the next season. For Demon Slayer. Yeah. It'd be like it's so ass. Like cause like you actually go to the movies.
Oh, you're talking about they did like the last episode of the previous episode and then they did the first episode.
But they're putting like a little movie platform. You gotta go to theater and stuff like that. And
I do remember that. I didn't think that was that bad. I thought it was pretty decent. I mean, what are you expecting though? You go into the movies to see the episode. You're not going to the movies to see a movie. Like,
but like, I feel like if I'm about to obviously got a control on top of paying
I feel like it's a cash grab.
It is just a cash grab.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like even if it is a cash, they can give it a little something more there. Cause I wouldn't have seen. I swear it was just like training. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's like they.
That arc had me.
That whole arc was just training. Though.
Training? Why? I understand, but why the whole arc?
It's true though. It's like I guess they did. They just kind of keep to the manga. I think they did throw in some extra shit in there that wasn't really in the. Like it was more detailed and like they went into more shit that wasn't actually in the story, like in the manga. But at the end of the day, it was like they had to do something because they couldn't just be like, all right, that's the Swordsmith arc. All right, now we go into movies because niggas are gonna be like.
I still like niggas still hit the even with the extras. I feel like that's a neat.
Like they gotta throw a little something because going from like Swordsmith Village to Infinity Castle would be crazy. Work. Like nigga, you don't be looking like okay, well everybody's gonna die then. Like so they kind of had to do a training arc because they ain't no way they're gonna fight the fucking top 10 demons with no training. Like they just gonna get slaughtered.
Yeah.
So I get that. Maybe they ain't have to show it as much, or you feel me? It is what it is. I feel like it was decent. You gotta get to know more of the Hashira's backstory too.
For sure.
So that was nice. You gotta see the backstory.
Like that's definitely some good parts on. I won't say it was like a complete buzz, but
the one thing I was upset about was like I think it was just a rumor, but I thought they were gonna do it. It was like when they put in Rengoku, because they didn't really give us too much for Rengoku's backstory. Like they don't even show us like the demon he fights to become a Hashira and shit like. So I thought they might have wanted to do something like that, but they didn't.
Nah.
It's cool though. It's cool.
Yeah. B had mentioned also Dizzy. I think you were gonna ask him what his rating was for the Tudum. Was that what you were gonna ask?
Yeah. Well, I'll go ask you for like, because we've seen like I don't remember what like PlayStation's call theirs and like
like
Xbox.
Everybody got
Microsoft, they all do their own
presentation stuff.
Yeah, like
which
and shit.
surprising Netflix last of the party. But from what I've watched, with performance and stuff, I would say it was pretty interesting. Yeah. It was definitely pretty interesting. They showed all the trailers. They I feel like they definitely pick. Cause I mean, Netflix got shit coming out like every month, right?
Yeah.
So they definitely So they definitely picked the stuff that people want to see, and I just got used some bullshit ass. The Drive Man 2. Real driving. Nigga, what the fuck is that?
The Drive Man is crazy.
Like, what is that? Like, they gave shit that people would be like, oh, Stranger Things. Yes. Wednesday. Maybe. One Piece. Yeah, like, they show stuff that people want to see, and then on top of that, doing performances in the middle of that while throwing out information of like, hey, listen, a performance of Lady Gaga. Why are you pointing laughing?
Because I was just thinking that. It was funny because he was being so real that they only picked a certain shit they wanted people to see. Because they did announce season 2 for Avatar: The Last Airbender before season 2 of One Piece. But they ain't throw that bitch into dumb, did they?
I forgot that they announced that.
Season 2.
No, because that got. Oh, I remember.
They ain't throw that bitch into dumb, did they?
No, people, because it was like Top's actor. It was something. It was something with
Top's actor already.
They did, but there's an issue with that because they were talking about Top's actor, and I don't know if it was the writers or the actor herself said that like she basically wasn't gonna play Top how Top was supposed to be because she's supposed to be like a tomboy and like rough and tough, and she's like they just didn't want. I don't know. I remember hearing that like she didn't want to portray Top as that, and she wanted her to be more feminine or some shit.
We good.
I forget.
That literally goes against Top's character.
I know.
Her parents wanted her to be feminine and petite.
That's why Top was deviating.
Yeah, that's why she was
100%.
I heard that.
That's gonna be sorry as fuck.
That don't quote me on that, but I remember hearing oh yeah, they announced the actor, but people are upset. It's controversy. I'm like, nigga, why?
They already fumbled a Zulu. Now y'all really fumbling like 2 of the best female characters in Avatar.
Brother, I'm telling you, that first season.
And the thing is, the Avatar has top tier like female characters.
Yeah, that's like, top tier everything. Nigga.
Yeah. But when you think like that,
The Last Airbender. Korra,
we're not talking
I
about
can't
you,
say
Korra.
that's top tier.
I'm sorry, Korra, but we can't talk. We're not talking about you. We're talking about good female characters. No, you fucked your whole team, nigga. I'm not trying to hear that.
Her whole
shit.
team?
Yes.
Oh, she fucked her whole team.
Except Bolin.
Except for Bolin, the one nigga who was really putting in the work. The one nigga who deserved it. She wanna fuck on everybody else.
I swear.
And then she wanna fuck the entire world. Come on, gang. What Avatar is you? You fucking the whole world now. It's
we still
crazy.
gotta see what's coming of the next gen.
Cycle,
we're gonna because apparently she fucked up somewhere. We don't know how. We don't know if it was fully her.
I 100% believe when her and Asami, like the last episode when her and Asami went to the real world, I don't think she ever came back. That's my belief that she just never came back. Which would ruin the fucking world. But okay, we'll see.
I'm crying.
But
yeah, but they ain't dropped that season 2 trailer, so I know they know niggas ain't looking forward to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
With that being said, we about to end this stream. Hour and a half. Went a little bit over, but had a lot to talk about. So
shit.
Well, thank y'all so much. Definitely y'all Thursday for sure, Friday for sure, and we'll see because obviously I owe y'all Friday stream now. But yeah, thank y'all so much for coming in. We'll definitely see y'all on this next week. But don't forget to follow Twitch, Patreon to see a lot of stuff that we watch, and TKG.
Wait, you see them on
what?
They'll see us next Tuesday?
They're gonna see these studios live streaming next Tuesday.
They won't see it on Thursday?
TKG.
Oh,
we're streaming Thursday, but that's our gaming channel.
So y'all gotta go to TKG if y'all want to see us again. So go to TKG.
Get our gaming channel. And then any days after that, like I said, the Friday at y'all was gonna be on Twitch. Anything else will be on Twitch. You feel me?
Facts.
I think the fact that they're saying it's seen in theater is more of a theater. Bro, I feel that too. Like when I did see the whole see this in theaters for Demon Slayer, I definitely thought it was like some movie type shit. Like I just followed the Ringo the Mugen Train path, and I was like, oh, Mugen Train movie. Oh, now the Demon Slayer movie did just not end up being.
It was the last episode and the first episode.
Yeah, that's what.
Me personally, I was going in already knowing that, so I wasn't really expecting more.
Yeah,
I could see if you ain't know that.
I did not.
I'm finna see a movie. Then you just see the last episode. Hey, I already saw this.
Nigga, I saw this.
I saw this already.
Didn't see the new episode. Nigga, what is that? Like, yeah.
What the fuck?
That had me tight. That had me tight. Ain't
hey,
cool.
I'm gonna let y'all know. I don't think it's gonna be the same for that Infinity Castle.
It better not be.
I don't think it's gonna be no episode. It's gonna be pure.
If I swear if I go in there, and it's like the last episode of. I'm going down and asking Move for my name.
It might be though, just because like the last episode of the last season was the beginning of Infinity Castle.
I about to say the last season definitely had me hyped though, so I'm not seeing it again.
The last episode with the fucking the castle exploding and
nigga, yes.
That animation is beautiful.
That hyped me up. I do not mind seeing that again.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They might start off with like Muzan walking in, that whole scene.
Yeah.
And then get into the movie, which I kind of
that truck's crazy.
They need to hurry because I've seen fans already animate in 2D and 3D.
Yeah,
the last arc, and I'm like, nigga, y'all taking too long. If the fans are doing it before you with less resources and money, y'all don't got an excuse anymore.
Rengoku fought a lower 6 sound demon to become Hashira. During the fight, his eardrum was blown out. That's why he always so loud.
Yeah, I knew that.
That's the background.
But that's what I'm saying. They could have shown us that animated. That's what I'm saying. They could have animated that. Yeah.
The more you know.
Fuck. They want to show us watch this nigga Tanjiro train with Tengen for 2 episodes. Like, all right, nigga.
Type shit.
Cool, but we could see some other shit.
Well, thank y'all so much.
Text in the Discord.
Yes.
Text in the Discord.
And we shall see you Thursday, TKG, hopefully for gaming, Marvel Rivals. If not, see y'all next Tuesday or Friday for Twitch. Deuces. Bye.
Hey!
Type shit. Fucking.
Let go. Hey.